Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to Middays with Trey, your weekly afternoon break. I'm your host, Trey. Let's get right into the show. You may not know what Middays with Trey is yet, but you will soon. It's a mix of a little bit of everything, so just stay with us and sit back and enjoy the show. I am an avid hat collector. I've collected over, I say about 100 hats from all parts of the world, parts of the country. Every hat has a story. For this week's hat, we're rocking the one I got from the Mall of America in Minnesota. So obviously in South Carolina, we have no need for hats like this because it doesn't get that cold. But in Minnesota, it does snow, it gets cold, obviously. They need hats like this. Maybe not designed like this, but that's besides the point. So I got this hat. I went to Mall of America many years ago, and I saw this hat, and I was like, I have to get it. It seems like if I didn't get this, then I didn't even go to Mall of America, and I didn't even travel to Minnesota. So here it is. And my ears are going to be hot for the rest of this show, but it's okay. Students, welcome back. We are so glad to have you back. I hope you had a good summer vacation. Hope you got to go to the beach, to the mountains, really anywhere you want to go. I hope you traveled somewhat this summer. If you didn't travel, hope you got a lot done. Hope you got to work, to earn some money, whatever you got to do, because now it's time to get back to CCU. That rhymed. Ladies and gentlemen, for today's episode, we have a very special guest. You know her as the Dean for the Edwards College, Dean Bornholdt.
Hey, Trey.
Hi, how are you doing?
I'm doing great. Thanks for having me here.
So classes start in just 2 days. After a long summer, students had a break. They've been at the beach. They've been in the mountains. They've been on the West Coast, East Coast, New Jersey, Pennsylvania. They've been everywhere from around the world. What do you have to say to them as they're coming back?
I want to say to them, thank goodness you're coming back, and also the incoming new student, the freshmen, welcome to your first semester here on campus. We're so excited that the halls of the Edwards building, where we are right now, will be full of all of you again. Lots of activity, lots of creativity. We're really excited.
Okay, and what have you been up to this summer outside of work?
Yeah, I think I want to say outside of work, in a dean's office, we do a lot of work in the summer, but I have been doing a couple of short trips this summer. So I did a trip to DC where I lived for 12 years, and we visited some friends. I was at a conference. And then what I do all summer long is work in my garden. I'm trying to kind of grow things in my garden, which isn't easy because I'm competing with a lot of animals for my things. And then I love the beach. So I spend a lot of time on the beach. I run in the mornings. I go for walks. I read. That's the other good thing in the summer. I get to read for fun. And I boogie board a lot. Okay. So I'm really a big fan of boogie boarding.
What type of stuff do you grow in your garden?
So, well, we're trying vegetables, berries, and all that. And I see all my berries kind of bloom, and then they kind of start. And then when I want to eat them, the rabbits have taken care of it already. But yeah, and lots of plants. So
okay.
It's really
so let's get back to academics for a second.
Yeah.
What goals do you have for the Edwards College this coming semester?
So like every year, right, we want all the students, of course, first of all, we want everyone to be healthy and happy. That's really important. But I think the goal this year is to get everybody more involved. I want people to attend all our events. We do all these cultural arts events. We do all the lectures, talks, film series, all of that. So big goal is to get all the students, but also the faculty and staff to really show up, participate, support their colleagues, their friends, their peers. So I think that's really, really important.
Yeah.
And I want to say the biggest thing that's happening this year for the college is probably that our marching band is going to London for the New Year's Day parade. So we're doing a lot of fundraising for that, and we're planning.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to it. I'll be in London cheering them on.
Yeah, so of course. And so do you have a message for incoming freshmen who maybe, they never traveled outside their hometown? This is the first time they're going to be living on their own. Like, what advice could you give them?
I think what I want to tell them is to just not be afraid to ask questions. We do this in June. We did orientations for all the students, and what we always tell them all is just ask.
Yeah.
And then kind of ask for help, but also ask if you have an idea. Find out how you can implement it, what you can do.
Yeah.
Ask for the right people to meet, all of that. So use the resources we have, and don't be afraid. So just really. This is my little 3-word advice. Ask. So we're here, and that's the same. Our dean's office, we're very approachable. We have our, our student success staff person in the dean's office who's there to support. And if students are afraid of asking their faculty member, go to the other people here and ask questions and help. So,
Well, I appreciate you for being on the first episode ever of Midday with Trey. Like, this is such an honor. We made sure to get you on the first episode. If you haven't had the chance to meet the dean yet, you probably want to do that. She's a very nice lady. She's very open, welcoming, and she boogie boards. How can you not love that? What other dean boogie boards? This part is mainly for the freshmen, but upperclassmen, you could take note too. Tip number 1, don't skip class. You know, I won't lie to you. I graduated a year ago, and you know, I would be lying if I said I never skipped class. I did, but was it worth it? No, because you know, I may have thought at the time it was worth it, but I really missed valuable class time and I lost out money. I don't know who's paying for it for y'all. I don't know if you have student debts or your parents paying for it or you're paying for it by working. Either way, somebody's paying for it, and you got to get your money's worth, or else you're just losing money. And I know you don't like losing money. Tip number 2, be involved, but don't overextend yourself. I can't tell you how many people I've known who, you know, they are involved, but there is such thing as being too involved. And once you're too involved, then something is going to lack. Don't overextend yourself, because you're just going to, you know, like a rubber band, you're eventually going to snap. So that's my tip. Tip number 3, network, network, network. I'm sure you've heard this in all your classes, and freshmen, you will hear this in all your classes. Make sure you network. You never know what connections can come from, you know, talking to somebody, you know, your professors, your classmates, the deans of your colleges. Anybody that you talk to has been through some type of story that you may not have. And so it really doesn't make sense not to network with them. You know, people in the Edwards College are very friendly, and if they're not, then I don't know what to tell you. Tell them to be more friendly, and you need to network with them to make them a nicer person. But that's besides the point. Just make sure you're networking and get those connections up, because it may lead you to a job or, you know, just a position that you want to be in one day. Or it could even lead you to making some of your best friends. I know I made some of my best friends by networking, and I don't regret it at all. All right, tip number 4, make time for your mental health. This is a big one, especially with the ever-changing world of social media. Put your phone down sometimes. Go out, enjoy Prince Lawn, enjoy Hicks. Go out and explore Coastal's campus. You know, we have a beautiful campus, and you want to get to know it very well. Just because, you know, everybody's on their phone, you know, we know you're gonna have to be on your laptops and whatnot for class. So make some time for your mental health. Step away from the phone, step away from the social media, and just take that time to chill. Maybe do some yoga. Anything you want, just relax and, you know, enjoy the college experience. And that brings me to tip number 5. Take in the college experience. College is, you know, a 4 to 5, maybe 6-year ride for most of us. And, you know, what's that in the scheme of life? That's nothing. And so you really want to take the time to enjoy yourself. You want to get involved. You want to meet people. You want to get to know your professors. Like I said, network, network, network. Networking is key to making your college experience what you want it to be. You know, you can meet your best friends. You know, just because you're living in a dorm with people doesn't mean you have to be their best friends. Write that down, because I didn't know that. And I made my friend group solely around the people I was living with. And so you don't have to. Just taking the college experience, Coastal has so much to offer, so make sure you get out there and get to know the Coastal campus. All right, that wraps up this week's episode of Midday with Trey. I really hope you guys enjoyed it, and make sure you guys tune in next week, same time, same place. Goodbye.